So this video is going to be about a nice little stretch for the lateral aspect of the myofascial system. Think about the chain on the side here, but it also connects into the front and the back and up under the armpit. This is a really important area, and down to the pelvis. So you can get a lot of good spots of tightness worked out this way. So we're going to try to channel some things just using the body weight and leverage. Try not to put too much into the shoulder and neck, especially if you have issues there. You can use the legs, the hips, the core a little bit. Use your control and leverage through your trunk to kind of get a good stretch. So we're going to start off into, kind of a bit of like a skier stretch here on the table, kind of gecko gripping. Make sure I'm not going to slide off of here and sit into those hips. Okay, so the difference here is that rather than just pulling straight back, which you can certainly start with and might feel pretty good, but I'm going to shift into my target side. So in this case, in the leg that's farther from the screen here, and I'm going to turn my body towards the screen. So the reason I'm doing it is I'm trying to connect to that same side leg. So I want to really plug in everything and connect to the muscles associated here, so they're engaging a little bit, so I have some control over them, and also get the good feedback to my brain. Now I'm thinking about the spinal dynamics here a little bit, so I'm thinking about my little wings, my airplane wings. So if I'm turning this way, this far side is coming forward, which is extension, and the near side is coming back into flexion. So I'm keeping my hip anchored back, but I'm turning my spine as if I'm trying to emphasize extension. So this is really good to counter some of those tightnesses you might get from prolonged sitting, or in some cases standing, if you find that you're slouching or getting kind of stuck flexed, to open some of that up. And again, you're going to feel that down to the hip, buttock area maybe, and then into the around the pelvis, and then up along the flank there into the armpit. You might feel a little bit in the pectorals, or maybe back behind the shoulder, depending on what's under there. But it's that kind of roll over towards your side. Make sure you're not pinching or jamming anything in the shoulder or the neck. I use this other arm for kind of counter leverage, as I kind of sit back and hang into that and not jamming too much, but just get a nice stretch. Now you can do this on hands and knees. If you're down on the ground, like a 4-point position, probably can't see completely here, but I can do that kind of same thing, kind of slide down using my other arm to kind of help support and just kind of hang, almost like a child's pose with a twist to it. So there's some good options to stretch those areas out, and you might be surprised, especially if one side tends to be weaker or tighter, like how much that can actually affect things, or how tight it might be, and how much that you can feel with that to get in some of those areas.